Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I always do my best to keep looking up at the camera, which is right there on the screen. And it's surprisingly hard to remember to do that with all the other stuff on my screen going on. So I moved my video so it's right up near the camera to remember to do that. But if I don't, and I look like I'm looking somewhere else, I wanted to let you guys know that is why. Um, Welcome to Thursday. I say that for myself and for you. Um, if you're joining us, I'd love to hear from you. Anybody, even just, hey, good morning. I know I have the advantage of not having to type it, but I'm saying good morning to you. And hey, Nancy, awesome. 10-mile bike ride sounds great. I know you've got to get yourself up early, being that you're out in the desert. And that's important. Hey, good morning, Mimi. Oh, I love your little icon for you, the little music treble clef. I was a musician for the first 20 years of my life. I still am a musician, but I played the trumpet for those years. I went to Eastman School of Music, and so I have a lot of background in music. Morning, Phil. Morning, Katie. Morning, Ronnie. Phil, sup. Sup. Oh, man. The riots are just, well, the riots are less disturbing than the actual incident that caused the riots. I mean, I can't believe how bad it's gotten and how, yeah, it's just horrendous. It's horrendous. So it's something to work with this morning for sure in finding peace. Yes, I would agree with you, Amy. I watched the video last night and I had a hard time watching it. Like, just, this is unbelievable. So my my Zen teacher used to talk about separation and how separation, the idea that there is a duality, you and me, and a group over here and a group over there, it's the root of suffering. And that played out last night. That example, one group thinking it's better than another, one religion thinking it's better than another, one gender thinking it's better than another. It doesn't have to be that way. And, it doesn't, but it is that way. Oh, God. Amy, I take it that you live there in Minneapolis, just assuming. But yeah, I can't imagine it's going to get better today. Well, listen, guys, it's not a great way to start the day, but it's certainly material. It's material for us to work with, because there are going to be upsets in our lives, whether they're massive public upsets, whether they're things like a coronavirus that disrupt our lives for 2 months, or whether they're upsets from our children, our spouse, at work. And we have to deal with them. We're left to deal with them. And one of the ways that I find very useful in dealing with upsets is to slow down enough to find space and to find clarity and wisdom inside of me. And to disengage from the trigger, to disengage from the immediate desire to react, and to then choose my response and to set an example of clarity and wisdom. And it's not easy. It's not easy, but maybe today we can go into our meditation with the words peace and understanding, and meditate in that peace, understanding, and compassion. Meditate with that in mind for the people that are going through what they're going through, and for all of us, because we're all going through this. This is not isolated to a small group of people in Minneapolis. This is everywhere, and it affects all of us. So let's get started. Get yourself into a meditation position. Morning, Michelle, Flamer. Let's get yourself into a meditation position. Feet flat on the floor, connected to the ground. I see you too. Anchored on into the floor. Through your feet, through your tailbone, through your butt cheeks. And sitting up nice and tall with your eyes 3/4 of the way closed. So you're just slightly looking through your eyelashes. And here we go. So let's use the first couple minutes of this meditation just to find our way into the field where there are no upsets, and there is no pain and suffering. And that place is right now in the present. Right now. Right here. Just take some deep breaths through your nose, in through your nose and out through your nose, keeping your mouth sealed. Let your body just fall off of your spine. So your spine remains nice and tall like the mast of a great sailing ship. And every other part of you, the front part of your body and your muscles and your joints and your bones and your limbs, they just hang with grace, with ease. And focusing in now on the breath. Let's go with a 4-count inhale, a 7-count hold, and an 8-count exhale. If you notice your thoughts drifting, or if you've become completely lost in your thoughts, practice compassion. It's okay. We are thought-generating machines. Our thoughts are sometimes like a runaway train. We can become completely lost. I did a meditation yesterday, and I got about 8 minutes in, and I realized that I had absolutely no idea it was a guided meditation, and I had absolutely no idea what the teacher was teaching, or the guide was guiding for the past 4 or 5 minutes. Like, I was in for about the first minute and then was completely gone. So I get to practice this too. It happens to everyone, no matter how many years of meditation you have under your belt. And that's why they call it a practice. So bring yourself back. Use the sounds you hear. There are a lot of birds chirping here. I don't know how well you guys can hear them. Those are in the present. Sounds are a great way to bring you into the present. As long as you stay away from any meaning you might put on those sounds. And then you have your breath. So if you're sticking with a 4-7-8 pattern, 4 in, 7 hold, 8 out, you can use that as a place to rest your mind. We've got about 2 minutes left. So I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to let you guys just focus in on your breath, or the sounds, or just peace. Peace, understanding, and compassion. All right, guys. I hope that helped you drop into a state that you might not have been in before we started this. Open your eyes up, let the light in, let the day in. There is opportunity around every corner. One of the thoughts I had, because I did have thoughts during the meditation, but I thought of Tara Brach is a mindfulness teacher, meditation teacher, and she's written several books. And one of my favorite books by her is something called Radical Acceptance. And if you haven't read it, I highly recommend getting a hold of it. But it just reminds me of how as much as we don't like it, as much as we might not like what's going on in the world today, accepting what is, accepting what is as what it is, because it is. It is what it is. It's going to be as it is going to be. And I know that sounds very Zen, but it's the truth. Radical acceptance of whatever is happening. And whatever is happening is what's supposed to happen, because that's what's happening. Anyway, something for you to noodle on today. And Flamer, I love that you're at the Subaru dealership with headphones on, meditating. How did that go? What is that like? I hope your car's okay. I don't think I've ever tried to meditate in a public place where people are bouncing around and stuff's going on. So that is a complete, I've definitely put headphones on, but I've never tried to actually meditate in that space. So that is a really cool, different experience. I may have to try that at some point. All right. Much love to all of you and all of your families. May you have a peaceful day. Maybe you have a productive day. May you have a day filled with leadership and joy and happiness. And that's it. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 8:30.